Hello everyone, welcome to SS Multimedia. This is Harshita Srishala and in this lesson we'll be learning about fractions and division. So let's get started. Our objective for today's lesson is that learning that fractions are another way to write division problems. So we'll learn how fractions are divisions. So let's list out all the ways you can write a division problem. So let's use like what about 6 and then 3. So let's do 6 divided by 3. So we can write 6 divided by 3. So that's our first way. And let's do another way. So like another way would be the way we actually do our problems to find the answer. So we would use this one. So this sign, I guess. All right. So now we can do it in another way. So we use this while we are typing, that is using the backslash. So I meant to write 6 and then 3, not 4 and 2. So let's just fix that. So 6 and then 3. Now the computer way would be using the backslash. So another way we can write it is using like the name. So write 6 divided by 3. So those are few ways we can write it. Now let's understand how fractions are the same as division. Okay? So let's use 6 divided by 3. So using the backslash. And if we turn this, so the backslash, and put it horizontally and put the 6 and then 3 under, it turns into a fraction. That's cool, right? And yeah, so it just turns into a fraction. And fractions are another way to write a division problem. So let's do some examples to get more used to it. So list out at least 2 different ways to write division expression slash equations. Alright, and by the way, we need to, so if like they don't have a fraction in them, we have to write a fraction. So like in the third question, there's a fraction, so we can write a fraction. Okay? So 4 divided by 5. So that's our first question. 4 divided by 5. So that also equals to 4 over 5. Alright, so let's do, and then 4 slash 5. So once we get 4 slash 5, that will technically give us the answer 4 divided by 5 as a fraction. So this way. Now let's do the second question, 3 slash 4. When we look at it, and then when we put the slash under the 3, it will, and then put 4, that would become a fraction, 3 over 4. So they asked for two methods, so two different ways. So another one would be 3 divided by 4. Alright, so let's do the third question. They gave us a fraction and we need to do two different ways. So 6 divided by 9 is a way. And for change, let's do the way that we actually do our work. Okay, so we don't do our work with this, so we use this to do our work. Alright, 36 divided by 12. We can write 36 over 12. And another way would be 36 slash 12. And I'm just going to write another way. So this is the way, 12 and 36. Word problem. So the word problem says, Jake and John are arguing over a math problem. Jake says 3 divided by 4 is also 3 over 4. However, John says division problems cannot be a fraction. Who is right? So, we've learned in the beginning that division problems are another way to write So fractions are another way to write a division problem, right? So we know that Jake is right because he said that 3 divided by 4 is also 3 over 4. 3 divided by 4 is equal to 3 over 4. It doesn't make any difference. So even if you do 3 by 4, 3 divided by 4 or 3 over 4, it's the same answer. You get the same answer. So Jake is right. Now let's see why he's right. Well, because any fraction equals so we can say that any fraction is a division problem. So it would be the numerator divided by the denominator. So let's write that down. Jake is right because all fractions are division problems. So you have to keep that in mind every single time. So even if you think of it just as a fraction, we should also look at it as a division problem. So because all fractions are division problems. Alright, now it is problem time. So what you guys do is list out all the ways, like at least 3 ways, you can rewrite these division problems. So pause the video and try these 4 questions on your own and unpause and see if you got them right. I will assume that you guys paused the video and let's get started. So 7 divided by 8. Okay, so let's go back to this page. And over here we have 4. So let's look, so we have 4 ways, actually 5. Let's see. So it gives us, so it gives us this way, so we can write the other 3. So let's write 7 divided by 8 also equals to 8 over here, and then 7. Alright, now another way is the fraction way, 7 over 8. The other way would be the computer way. So I like to call it the computer way because whenever we're typing a math problem like this, we use the backslash to write it to tell that it's a division problem. Alright, so those are our 3 ways. Now let's move on to the second question. So, okay, I just want to write down all the possibilities that you guys might have written. So another way would be 7 divided by 8. So you could have written using words too, and it is right. So there's nothing wrong with it. Now let's do the second question. So 3 slash 4. Another way to write it is as a fraction, and then we could actually write it as 3 divided by 4, and then so like this 4 and then 3. And another way would be using the words. So that would be 3 divided by 4. Now let's do the third question. So by the way guys, if you get any of these 4 answers that I've written, they're right. And they have to be at least 3 of them, okay? Now let's do the third one. It says 5/8 and it gave it to us as a fraction. So 5/8, you can write it as like this, so 8 and then 5. The backslash method, 5 and then 8. So I think the backslash method is pretty easy when they give us a fraction or the opposite, because all you have to do is move this line to the side, and it's as simple as that. Now 5/8, another way would be, let's see, 5 divided by 8 and 5 divided by 8 this way using the operation sign. Now let's do the fourth question. The fourth question gives us 32 divided by 108. Okay. Actually, 32 divided by 108. Yeah, 32 divided by 108. And then we would have to do it. So 32 divided by 108, that's a way. And then 32 over 108. Another way would be using the words. So 32 divided by 8, 108. And yeah, so there's another way which, okay, yeah, the backslash one. 32 divided by 108. So those are four answers that I gave you, and you needed to write three of them. So now, comment down below how many questions you got right out of four. Okay, and then thank you for watching, and I hope you guys learned something new. If you like this video, please like and share this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to get notified on our new videos, make sure to hit the notifications bell. And thank you for watching.